Good morning, Rayfield. We are going to talk about health and safety. That is our life skill lessons for this week, health and safety. The purpose of our training of health and safety is to equip you with the knowledge and skills to provide maximum health and safety standards. This course will equip you to share knowledge with those whom you serve and the role of a direct support professional. As you complete your lesson, you should think about the skills that you have learned that you can pass on to others and to help them better serve themselves. The content of the course could be applied to any person in any situation. In certain situations, you will receive specific guidance to address the unique needs of people with disabilities. Our course learning objectives, and they are many. At the end of this training, you will be able to list 5 responsible and direct support professionals that they have improving health person with disabilities. Demonstrate accurate documentation of information pertinent to an individual's health. Demonstrate how to report changes in health trends, medication, and status. Demonstrate how to take appropriate action to resolve healthcare issues. Describe examples of non-emergency situations. State actions to take when non-emergency situations need to be reported. Describe conditions that would constitute an emergency. State when, whom, and how emergencies should be reported. Describe other changes that require action to be taken. Identify appropriate procedures for following up on any actions taken for your health care. List and describe 3 possible effects of medication. List and describe 3 effects of drug interactions. Describe the types of information that must accompany individuals when they visit the doctor. And identify your agency's policy for acquiring this information. List 4 items of information that must be obtained from a physician when you are issued a new medication. Determine whether a physician or a pharmacist label agree. List the medication documents that you are required by law to keep at your facility, agency, or home. Given a physician's order and a pharmacy label, prepare all of the medication required by your agency. State when and how changes and individual physical behavioral signs should be reported. Identify proper and improper storage practices for medication. Apply nutritional guidelines and individual needs to select food for a meal. List 7 methods of proper food handling and storage. Define the term universal precautions. List 3 ways to prevent the spread of infections. Describe safety measures involved in an emergency situation such as a fire, a hurricane, or a flood. Identify appropriate disaster and emergency folks who are attending an adult day training program, a non-residential program, a residential program, companion services, supportive employment, and other community-based services. The estimated length of these courses or these lessons is about 8 hours. So that means we will be doing this all week long. We have 6 modules in the health and safety lesson. Module number 1 is a training overview. The description of the module is to introduce the course objectives and discuss the main purposes for the class. It also introduces the course components and lists several key terms throughout the course. Module number 2 is the health overview. The module description is to learn in a simple way to remember the 5 responsibilities you have in providing for the optimum health of a person with developmental disabilities. Module number 3, medication awareness. The course description is to produce this module to apply to the 5 health and safety responsibilities of a support professional to make sure the effects of medications are observed, documented accurately, and to take the appropriate action when someone is reacting to medication. Module number 4 is about food safety. The purpose of the food safety module is to equip direct support professionals with principles and practices that will ensure a healthy, safe eating environment. Also, as much as possible, direct support professionals need to instill these principles and practice in individuals that are receiving the support services. Module number 5, emergency preparedness. And of course, that has to do with hurricane, flood, fire. The purpose of this module is to equip professionals with guidelines and principles with the various events of emergencies and natural disasters. Number 6, module number 6, health and safety summary and course quiz. The final module will provide us with a summary of what we have learned and how to access the final course quiz. Okay, guys, this is module number 2, health and safety overview. Welcome to the health and safety overview module. In this module, you will learn a simple way to remember the 5 responsibilities you have in providing for optimal health of a person with developmental disabilities. Our module learning objective. After completing the health and safety module, we will be able to list 5 responsibilities for providing the health and safety of a person with developmental disabilities. We will be able to demonstrate accurate documentation of information pertinent to an individual's health. We will be able to demonstrate how to change health trends, medication, and status. We will be able to demonstrate how to take appropriate action to resolve healthcare issues. We will be able to describe the standards of non-emergency situations. We will be able to deal with state actions to take when non-emergency situations should be reported. We will be able to describe conditions that would constitute an emergency. We will be able to state when, whom, and how an emergency should be reported. We will be able to describe other changes that require us to take action. All right, here we go. 5 responsibilities of support professionals and maintaining the best possible health for a person with developmental Number 4, take action. After you've reported this situation to someone else, you must make sure that people care for and receive the medical attention they need. You'll need to learn the difference between a life-threatening situation and a non-life-threatening situation so that you know what to do in each case.
They're gonna get it too.
Number 5, follow up. You must follow up on the people who are receiving the medical care to make sure that they return to an optimal state of health. Tasks may include making sure that the person completes the prescribed rounds of medication, documenting changes in personal health, pushing for adequate health care when the person does not show a positive result in the current treatment plan. Okay, those are the 5 responsibilities in maintaining optimal health for a person with developmental disabilities.
Moderna.
Just to recap, number 1, observe. Number 2, document. Number 3, report. Number 4, take action. And number 5, follow up. Okay, first I want to talk a little bit about number 1, observing. You can pick up clues when a person's health is changing by monitoring their vital signs, which include their temperature, their pulse, their weight, their blood pressure, or their respiration. There may be other warning signs to look for when monitoring a person's health. For example, their behavior. Behavior observations may include mood changes, maybe they're withdrawing, they're demanding more attention, they're more aggressive and physical or verbal, with outbursts or abusiveness. Another behavioral observation might be unusual fatigue, signs of depression, including crying, not cooperating, unusual interactions, including grabbing and hanging on to other people, becoming more withdrawn, less interested in what others say, increasing the number or type of lift or the response of the person before, during, and after the seizure. Behavior may be harmful to themselves, such as headbanging, scratching, or picking at one's own hair or skin. External observations may be changes in skin, including scratching and burns, bruises, blood in the urine or stool, blue or purple tipped nails, lips, fingers, toes. That shows a sign of lack of oxygen. Any infection that does not respond to treatment after a physician's recommended medication for a period of time, and the one last external observation may be a gain of weight or a loss of weight. Conditions that could decrease mobility, broken bones, or strained muscles, changes in breathing patterns during sleep, changes in patterns of elimination, either bowel or bladder. Internal observations may be increasing in sinus lung congestion, including wheezing, coughing, gagging, or difficult breathing. Increase or decrease blood sugar in people who have diabetes. Repeated episodes of high or low temperatures, especially if not previously experienced. That was number 1, observation. Okay, we're going to move right along to number 2, documentation. Documenting a person's condition on a regular basis provides a history of the person's health that changes and easily can be detected. Documenting all the observations will make sure that you can help that is slightly too high today. Slightly too high does not give us specifically the information we need. Behavioral changes must also be documented. Except one time when she wanted to be left alone. Refer to the observation checklist in our reproducible job duties. Okay, so they gave us a observation checklist. For example, we're going to document Audrey Mills, her temperature, her blood pressure. All right, guys, the next order of business is reporting. Good morning, Rayfield. Today we're going to talk about safety. Learn how to record the changes so that they can be measured and provided on paratransit TOPS. TOPS is the transportation service that we use at Rayfield in order to transport us back and to our place of living. So this program provides transportation to services.
I know.
You must
one day
be able to tell someone,
gonna get it too.
A physician or another support professional, what you have learned about the person's health. The information you gather over time is critical. You must be able to describe the changes in specific detail, including when the changes first appeared, how they changed over time, and any factors that you or others observed or wrote down that might cause these changes. You'll find your observation check sheet helpful in making sure that you report all significant information about that person. Reporting directions. Review the following summary overview worksheet and write down a narrative to tell the physician or the healthcare professional what you are reporting. This activity will help you to keep a log of all of the changes that you have observed. Some changes require immediate action.
Perfect.
Others might require
Thank you so much.
follow-up. How can you know the difference? If the best is to err on the side of caution. It is a fixed route bus system in Broward County. That means that it goes from your place of living to school and you can also use this service to go on appointments to healthcare providers, which would be scheduled by your group home or your caregivers. The service for paratransit, as long as you are coming to Rayfield and back home, is free of charge. So, of course, in an emergency situation, you must seek medical attention immediately if someone has excessive and as you know, we apply to TOPS for you. You must have a cannot breathe. There's no pulse. There's a danger to yourself or others. Florida ID in order for us to apply for the services. You must also have a physical examination. So those of you who are currently riding TOPS, but you are waiting for your services to begin, you must have a physical examination by a doctor. Some of you went on the medical truck on Saturday or last Friday. If a person is vomiting, if a person has a rash or a sore throat, if a person has changes in types of duration of their seizure, these things are non-emergencies. Not that they're not important. That we'll be able to use those physical examinations to threatening is for you. You're going to report the situation to a legal representative.
So the three things that you need for eligibility are your photo ID.
You're going to take the appropriate action. You're going to document the action you've taken.
Your proof of residency and your proof of physical or mental disability, which means that you have to have your hospital records or your records from your high school. Where they did an IEP. I'm sure you guys remember those records.
Excessive and uncontrolled bleeding. If someone is failing to breathe, if there's no pulse, if there's a behavior,
take care of whatever is related to your TOPS identification is important. You will have to wear a mask, whether you are riding a Rayfield bus or a TOPS bus. And sanitation is also important. You must sanitize your hands and wash your hands for 3 minutes before getting on and off the bus. Safety is important. So let's recap. Here's some of our masks that we wear getting on and off the bus and that we use during the school day. It is required to have our mask on at all times, on and off the bus. And let's remember that you will be riding the bus alone. Most students cannot ride with someone else, so you
coming up soon. Good morning, Rayfield. We're going to be talking today about health and wellness and the fact that it is February, and we're going to be talking about the fact that our theme is to love yourself. So this morning, we're going to start as usual with our morning prayer. And then after our prayer, our topic of discussion today for a few minutes is going to be sanitation. Earlier during the pandemic, we did a couple of videos on sanitation. And so I want to do some reminders at this point because it's extremely imperative that we keep up with our sanitation. So I'm going to walk you around the campus and I'm going to show you the proper use of the sanitation procedures that we are following here at Rayfield. Some of them are basic, some of them are minor. However, I won't be showing you all of them, just some basic things that I want to make sure that we are still following. And I know we are, but I think that we need a few reminders. A couple of things that we do here at Rayfield. I have been passing out a little item called a turtle. And the turtle is an item that you wear underneath your mask. And it helps you to breathe better. So I'm going to show you when you see me walking around with my mask on. Underneath my mask is a turtle. And it helps me to breathe better, but it also helps me to keep my mask on. It keeps my mask from falling down underneath my nose and falling off underneath my chin and all of those things. It stays up and keeps my mask in place, no matter what mask you're wearing. So this is my special mask, but I also wear just the regular mask. It stays under that same way. Okay. And then I also like, you guys see me walking around all the time with the mask that goes over your head. I'll show you how that goes. And you know me, I like to wear mine up here, and I have on another mask. Let me show you how this one goes. Most of the guys at Rayfield like this mask because it helps them remember that they have on a mask around their neck. So you put your turtle underneath it and you wear it just like that. So it helps, again, to keep your turtle on your face, or keep your mask on your face, and it's not falling down and falling off all day long. Okay? So that's 3 different types of masks and 3 different ways to wear your turtle. Okay, that's mask. We are also making sure that we are practicing using our sanitizer. So in every room, you will find a sanitation station, like the one that I course, in addition to temperature checks, we have all been vaccinated, not vaccinated, but we have all had our tests done at CVS Pharmacy. All of the employees at Rayfield have gone to either their own healthcare practitioner or their own hospital, or however they use their services. The majority of us took advantage of the CVS Pharmacy free testing. And we use the drive-through method. At CVS, you register online, and we shared the video with the staff and students where you register online. You need your ID because you need your Florida identification number. You need your social security number, your birth date, first name, last name, of course. And it is so simple. You drive through the drive-through, they hand you a bag, you swab your own nose, and you put that bag back into the medical container and receive your results by text message and by email. It's so exciting and so wonderful. We all have been tested, and guess what? We are Rayfield strong, but we are also COVID free, and that makes us so happy and so excited.